Welcome back to Guru Chronicles. This is your boy Soul Guru coming back at you. Today we're going to talk about a topic we don't deal with enough. It goes on in a variety of relationships, husbands and wife, girlfriends, boyfriends, siblings, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles. We're talking about today unforgiveness. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Unforgiveness basically means it's when someone or an individual is unwilling. They're actually unwilling or unable to forgive, to let go. It's also having or making allowance for error or weakness. That person has a hard time letting go of that. Usually with unforgiveness, you have situations that happen where there's a hurt or something that you feel is taken away from you. Here's a few illustrations of unforgiveness. First example I want to give to you is something I can relate to, which is husband and wife situation. You may have a situation where your wife expresses the truth about her husband in a public or social situation. I don't know, it could be something about his breath, maybe the way he smells, how he doesn't clean up, or things like that. And sometimes we don't talk about what we're going to discuss in front of other people. This hurts the husband. He shuts down. He has nothing to say and harbors this in his heart. He holds on to that hurt and that embarrassment. That keeps him from talking to you. And as long as he holds on to it, he may not talk to you. Let's go for another example. Second example is for the wife and husband. Let's say that a very cordial husband or a charming husband, they're at a social event, meets a young lady, just having cordial talk. She does a little bit of laughing. The wife notices this. She makes it a point to bring it to her husband's attention. And next thing you know, she's feeling upset about it. She feels like he gave too much attention. He's pleading the fact that I was just being cordial, I was just being nice. She could hold on to that hurt and that embarrassment she felt, or those feelings she felt during that time, and that can become unforgiveness. It fractures relationship. It causes a lot of damage in the communication. Last example I want to use, just to illustrate my point, is you also have brothers and sisters. You may have brothers and sisters that may have used to tease you a lot, may play jokes on you, pranks about you, things like that when you were younger. Then at some point you've kind of developed, and they never apologize for it. So you run into an issue where you start developing ways to defend yourself, to assert yourself, and you're saying that you're standing your ground all because of how they treated you and they never apologized for it, but you developed a level of defensiveness that comes across a little cocky. That's all stemming from unforgiveness. It's all stemming from unforgiveness. So let's go into some of the negative effects of unforgiveness. Number one, it causes chronic anxiety. Two, it can cause high blood pressure. Three, the medical books and the medical world considers unforgiveness a disease. Fourth, it can cause emotional dysfunction. Five, it hinders treatment such as disease or even diseases like cancer. So doctors are saying when people are harboring unforgiveness, you're holding on to a hurt or some event in the past, you actually are enabling any type of treatment or process to help heal a current condition that you may have been diagnosed with. Lastly, unforgiveness, when it's fermented, that means you've held on to it for an amount of time. When it's fermented, it becomes bitterness. Essentially holding on to hurt from an experience or an event or people that you feel have hurt you. This is something we have to get past. And so here are a few steps I want to leave with you real quick, trying to learn how to hit my points, get it to you so you can take this and apply it. First thing, forgive by deciding to let go of that hurt you've experienced. You have to make a decision to let go of that hurt. The second thing you could do is make a plan to gain what was lost. Usually when we experience unforgiveness, we feel like something was lost. We feel as if something was taken from us. That bothers you. If you haven't dealt with it, you haven't forgiven that person for it, man, you got to make a plan to do so. You got to make a plan on how you're going to let it go. How you're going to get that back that you felt was taken. Third, stop telling and stop dwelling. Stop telling it to everybody. You're telling it to this person. You're telling it to that person. You take it to work to tell it to them. Stop dwelling on it. Stop speaking it up and giving it power and energy in your voice and how you're talking. You keep reliving it by saying it, which means you're, to a degree, you're declaring it back all over again. So in that, just stop doing both of those things, and that can help the healing process. And last, if you struggle with the first three options of how to get over and how to recover from unforgiveness, seek support through coaching, which I am a life coach, or you can seek counseling, which is what my wife does. So you have people and professionals who are trained and who are apt to help you. I hope this helps. I hope you can take this with you. In life, you know we go through. You know we have troubles and issues. If you like what I'm saying, you know you have to stay tuned in with the Soul Guru. I'm out.